Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more EU4 Rule Britannia going for the Anglophile achievement. We're now officially of the Empire rank, which is pretty nice. Now we have to figure out what we want to do with Castile. I've kind of thought through a peace deal here. We might just end up taking a couple of small provinces from them. I'm also debating just not taking pretty much anything at all. The only reason I'm considering this is because we've kind of put ourselves in a weird position where there are no colonizers. It's 1553. South America appears to have not been touched by Spain or Portugal. There's a handful of islands down here. Portugal's in actual exile out here. And France isn't doing anything, so it sure as heck looks like we are going to be the sole world colonizer. And guess what? Very, very, very difficult to colonize the world alone. So, while I would love to just go ahead and take this land, I think that there is a bit of a danger here that by doing so, we're kind of cutting off Castile from the resources and the range that they need to continue colonizing so that I can conquer things later. Like, ironically, we might want to leave Castile alone, sort of. Sort of. I mean, I could take a little bit. We have to deal with a bit of a coalition if I did. I could skip out on Granada. You know, just do this. Take a couple of provinces. It's still something. Take some money off of these guys. Make them give up claims in France, hopefully to make them happier. You know, stuff that we can do. It's not a ton of aggressive expansion. It's not good, but it's not a ton. But what we might do is just go ahead and chain this directly into a war right now before we end this with Aragon. The intention being to do this so we don't have to call in against Austria. And the only thing we would take from Aragon is the Baleares and Sassari and Cagliari. Those are the only things we would take so we can finish the mission and extend our reach and try working toward things like Malta. It's the only things that we would do. There's a bit of aggressive expansion in that as well, but they're relatively low-ish in development. I don't know. The important thing is to go to war with these guys now so that we don't have to worry about Austria. That's the main thing here. So I think that we are going to declare this war. Let's get our troops in position a little bit and see what happens. I do like that pretty much nobody has bothered calling me into any wars. It's as if they know that I would never do it. We could even call Morocco in on this war too, which is hilarious, but I don't think I need to. Though I don't know if there's any point not to. Milan, who are you allied to? Only Aragon. We could co-belligerize him too. Alright. Alright, Zaragoza. That's the war goal. Go. Go to Valencia. Let's go. We're gonna just go ahead and just chain this right in. Not even worry about it. We lost our advisor, but we don't really need more military advising, so I'm going to go for the cheap national manpower modifier guy and just help keep our manpower nice and high for a while. That should be fine. Grab the war goal. We're going to go around and kill these guys. They are in the hills. It's defensive land for us. He's backing off. Never mind. Let's go here. Peace offer from Castile. Yeah. So the thing is, if we can get enough war score against Aragon, we actually will not... Austria won't be able to join. Like, there's some magic threshold. Up to a certain point, Austria would be able to join if we ended this war against Castile right now. But if we have a certain amount of war score against Aragon already, they can't join. They cannot be called in. I think is the way that it works. So it'd be really good to be able to do this. Liège is attacking Burgundy. So is Gelre. Oh, everyone wants to kill Burgundy now. Well, that's a good sign. Means they're real weak. Returned unlawful territory. I am surprised anyone even bothers listening to the Emperor. I'm surprised anyone even bothers electing Austria as the Emperor. Like, where's the freaking religious wars in Germany? It's gonna happen. You can't keep electing Catholic Austria when all of Germany is Protestant, can you? I don't think that's allowed. Hello, Aragon. You're going to go kill peasants for me? That's a good use of your time, I'm sure. Yeah, go ahead. Split, split, split. Go here, 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 and here. That's already a pretty hefty amount of war score, and there goes a fort. So that's everything. That's basically all of Aragon right there. Norwegian separatists just rose up. Gosh dang it, again? You guys, you're a real treat. You know that? All right. So that's Aragon already basically done. If we end this war, I don't think that Austria is able to join, now that we have 50% working against them. So what we need to do is, well, we could go kill their army, but they're kind of distracted. I say we just go kill Milan. Milan, darling. Milan. I loved Incredibles 1. I didn't care much for Incredibles 2, but I thought Incredibles 1 was amazing. All right. Let's go ahead and get some extra development going on over there. France is already doing some seriously good work. Actually, it looks like Tlemcen and Morocco are doing it. This is too easy. It's too easy. We just lost the siege of Toledo to a bunch of... Oh, that's their capital. Frickin' peasants. All right. You know what? Send an army back. We're going to go kill the Spanish peasants and get their capital back. Not that I think it matters. I still think that... Oh, we lost a general. I still think that... Castile will give us pretty much whatever we want, but... Can we please use my navy to just transfer up here? I don't need this much military access. Milan is so very, very done. Surely you guys are going to go jump on him. No? Profiteering. Sure. Okay. Milan, 98% war score. I'll take 200 and something ducats. I can't enforce my religion. Can I? I can totally force my religion. Can you imagine? I just force Milan to become Anglican. It's the exact right amount of war score. I gain nothing for doing this, and I'm the defender of the faith, and I don't want to defend them, so I'm not gonna. But it's hilarious. Break off that relationship there. Release nations, revoke cores, sure. Give up claims against the Pope and Venice, you naughty, naughty heathen. Okay, so Milan's out. Thanks for the free cash. We have a call for peace already? It feels kind of quick. How much time has actually gone by? Let's put James in charge again. James, kill the peasants, kill the peasants. Go, 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 go. I want those peasants to die. Most accurately, I want James to die. We are still ahead of time on tech. I can finish off exploration ideas, and I'm going to. Boom! That is another idea group done and out of the way. Which means we actually could now pass the administrative idea to get some extra settler chance. Looks like Aragon just finished that fort. The Muscovy Trade Company. I gain a trade company in the White Sea for a while. Amusing. Hey, Aragon, come here. Come here. Come here. You're dead. All right. You're not dead. You're not quite dead. You're mostly dead. We can catch you, though. Come here. That's a stack wipe. All right, so now we definitely can finish our war here against Castile. Aragon is not going to be able to do much of anything. They can't call in Austria at this point. It's done. All right, I think this is all we're going to take. I'm not going to take all these islands and stuff. It's tempting, but it's just... I need Castile to continue colonizing a little bit. Mainly, I'd like them to get out of the Caribbean and start colonizing South America or Africa for me. That's what I want. But all right, Castile's done. Thank you. Call for peace should be over. No? Pretty sure it should be. That was the war. That was the war in question, wasn't it? No? Why do we still have a call for peace? There we go. I was going to say, golden era for Cologne. I should consider popping my golden era at some point. What does this do for me? I like the the absolutism is really good. Goods produced, all power costs, morale is really good. There's a lot of good things to like from a golden era. I think I'd rather save that for the age of absolutism, though. Oh, we haven't actually conquered all of Sicily. I did forget about that, and it looks like France is already on the way. Perfect. So, I need to take this, this, and this. Those are the non-negotiable things, and there are plenty of people who would be happy to join a coalition against me. No surprise there. I don't need to take Malta right now. Reason being, once this mission is done to increase our reach, we will gain a permanent claim on Malta. So why take the aggressive expansion and the power costs for taking an island I'll get a claim on later? So let's not worry about that. I don't think there's really anything else here that I care about. Now, France had a claim on Girona. We could give this off to them. Does this affect my aggressive expansion? The answer is yes. And it does allow a few more people to join a coalition against me. But it's a little bit of something. It's also more that I would have to just, like, annex from France. I don't think I'm going to bother. There's another 575 ducats we're sitting on right there. War reps are quite good. Let's make the Pope happier, I guess. Revoke cores against Navarra, please. And this against France. Return something to Castile? No. Catalonia, it almost looks like it has the exact same flag. That's just confusing. Break off your alliance with Austria, though. I don't want you to do that anymore. Stop being friends with them. All right, this is actually completely fine. We can just do this right now. I could also wait. I could wait for the aggressive expansion to go down a little bit more, but meh. Done. Okay, so that finishes that. Core. Convert those souls. We have plenty of church power. Let's gain some mercantilism while we sit back and wait for James to freaking die. Is he old enough to abdicate? Actually, yes. We could lose some legitimacy and prestige, but get married early. I think it's worth it. Abdicate the throne. I should have saved the church power if I had known I was going to do that. I didn't even think about it until later. We could have used the church power to gain a free stability. Worth, 100% worth, to get a few extra years of Empress Mary the First Hudson. Long live the Queen. All right, so that's done. I'm going to go ahead and raise autonomy in this land here so I don't have to worry quite so much while we try to core things. Same here. Let's just keep that down. All right, missions. So we finished increase our reach. We can gain some permanent claims on Malta, Crete, Cyprus, and the Delta area. KSSO. What is the Delta area? I see Malta, Crete, and Cyprus. Delta. Oh, really? We gained some claims down here in... We gained a claim down here in Egypt. Really? Are you sure? Huh. We actually did get claims against the Mamluks. So we actually can go conquer Egypt now if we wanted to. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Don't think I want to, but it's interesting. I'm surprised we still have not gotten to the point where we can have extra forts. All right, we got a lot of money we're sitting on right now. I could build up a couple of trade ports here in our provinces in the New World, which I will go ahead and do. Let's grab a couple of churches. Let's grab some more production buildings. Not a lot to be saved from a courthouse in London. A little bit, but not much. Churches are better. A couple of manufactories at 0.55 is not bad, though. It still costs 491 ducats. It would pay for itself within 893 months, which is 74 years. That's actually not bad for a manufactory. We're going to go ahead and build one up in Kent. We'll probably build one up in London as well. It's all reasonable. Look at us spread our influence. Look at us go in the Mediterranean. We are increasing our reach. Cyprus, you're being guaranteed by the Mamluks. You're also friends with the Knights who say, "Nee." Are you allies with Venice? No, but you are in a trade league with Venice. Ah. Poland would join. Interesting. So Venice we actually have a claim against now, which is fun. We could go and sack the Pope. I don't need to do any of that right now, though. These are low priority items for the moment. We have made some serious progress in our quests. We actually can move on to the British Empire. That will give me some extra power. Now that we are the Empire rank, we can gain some admin, diplo, and military power. We are getting close to getting some tech, so it's not a bad idea. That would lead to seize Alexandria. So if we can conquer all of the Delta area, we would gain more claims. So we can start setting up an Egyptian authority. And then we'll actually have finished all these tiers of missions and get down to all of this here. Oh, that's pretty good. France, 152 opinion currently. Forced other to give up claim on us. That makes them happy. They do like that a lot. Let's improve relations. I think we're now at a point where we actually can begin the integration process. It is going to cost me an absolute ton of diplomatic power, and I think we're actually going to go ahead and switch over to a Diplo focus. Roanoke has become self-sustaining. That's fun. Let's see. We will go to Powhatan here. That should be fine. Yeah, I think we actually can get France to like us now. I think we're at that point. Sweden has some Norwegian separatists, apparently. There are separatists, but they're actually sieging down Sweden for us. That's nice. We do need to transfer some troops up there to deal with them. So let's go ahead and do that now. I do need a new general, because we're kind of out. A 1-3-4-1. It's not great, but I'll live with it for now. You in charge. Coast has been raided by Tunis. Freaking pirates. Which, by the way, did you hear is becoming an actual thing off the coast of Venezuela now in Trinidad? Piracy is on its way back. Mary I and the English people. The ascension of Mary I has been less than well received because she's of the Knights? Pardon me? What culture do you have? Greek? Is Mary Greek? No, she's not. So why do I gain the Knight's opinion? Whatever. Okay, I gain a skill 2 national manpower modifier guy who's cheap. And I gain 2 unrest in the entire country. That's just really sucky, actually. Okay, well. What can you do? Yes, I'll royal marry with you. A 4-3-5. Matthias is now the Prince Consort of the British Empire. I love that we're the British Empire. It's just so cool. It's so cool that I'm the British Empire. Oh, man. When I get to yell imperialism, it's going to mean a lot. Let's go ahead and build up a manufactory in London. Do recall that there is an institution at some point for manufactories, so having them is going to be nice. I'd like to have a bunch of them, honestly. The printing press is spreading fairly rapidly in my lands. It should be spreading here as well. It is a Protestant province. 0.11 per month's not a lot, though. It's still going to be a while before we get the printing press, but it's on its way. All right, so the Norwegian separatists are on their way back. There they are. I think we can probably kill them in the mountains with these troops. I think so. Let's find out. They got the defensive terrain. Ooh, it's a little bit tight. Oh, it's a little bit tight, but we got it. You know something we should double check? Has my cavalry ratio changed? Still 50%, which does surprise me. All right, in a few months we can grab the next levels of tech, and that'll be done and over with. Unrest-wise, we're looking mostly good in Norway. There's still some more here. Norwegian separatists once again, but they're only at 10%, so I'm going to say that they're a low priority item. We should get our troops somewhere else. Glory for Hudson. I will gain the legitimacy. It does make it a little bit easier to maintain my empire. National unrest reduction, slightly. Okay, we're probably going to have some Dutch problems. In fact, the answer is an undoubted yes. So we need to start transferring the troops over there ASAP. We don't have a lot of time. We could spend a lot of military power trying to put them down. That is a thing we can do. They're almost certainly going to fire in Den Haag, which is a problem because it's farmlands, and Catholic zealots have fired in Spain. Again, it's the Spanish. They're just causing problems. That's what they do, man. All right. We've maxed out our current relations with France. You guys need to get down here. So France, there's a few things I'd like to do for you, if you don't mind. I'm actually going to pull off of Sweden. We don't need any more claims. We are going to... I used to be able to share knowledge with them. I can't anymore, though, huh? Cannot afford their cost for influencing. Cannot offer. Could send a gift. That's weird, right? I thought I used to be able to offer knowledge. I guess they've gained it. We kind of waited long enough. So we could send them a gift. It would cost a lot to get any opinion with them, though. What I need is 17 more opinion. For 17 opinion, I can't even afford enough. We need to be able to do an influence nation, which will cost me about 500 ducats. A little pricey, as you might imagine. Okay, so we should be able to drop off these new troops here. There's the Dutch. They have arrived. It's 28,000. It's a lot. And there's a whole bunch more. Okay. I need another general. Actually, what I need is a free conquistador. Do it. All right, so we have a really good conquistador of 80 tradition. Really good fire value. We can still use him as if he were a general. Right here, which we will. So let's kill. Okay, so they're gone. Let's transfer the general right here. And I need to go kill these guys. They may come to me. They will come to me. I don't need a lot more time to reinforce, so we're not going to bother. Let's just go ahead and kill him. I'm going to grab some claims here against Burgundy. I could support rebels, but I don't think that does much of anything for me. We'll get a claim on Anvers, I think. You have maps I can steal? You do. Well, that's interesting. Never mind, I can't steal anything after all. Could support rebels. Brabant separatists doesn't do much for me because I'll have to fight the Emperor. Lorraine doesn't do much for me. No, we'd have to fight the Emperor no matter what. There's really no gain from any of this. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more claims there. If we could have waited one more month, we could have grabbed the tech, but as it is, we're going to have to do some development, so let's do that. All right, so we're going to try to kill the Dutch. I'm so sorry, my cousins. Clergy gain influence. For now, that's fine. You guys are going to start working down to kill the Catholic zealots. We should be able to kill the Dutch. Answer is yes. But we're taking a lot of losses again. This is a rough time for us. The coalition threat is very real, by the way. We finished another mission. What do we finish? Oh, right, the British Empire. Yeah. Well, now that it's past January, let's go ahead and pick up the tech. 1 and 2. And then let's go ahead and do the British Empire. Free power. All right, there's Seize Alexandria. We're close to getting in their idea group, and I would love to finally get some military ideas because we have been falling behind in that regard. Quite a bit. All right, so that's done. Let's go ahead and transfer my troops back. How are we looking in terms of trade here, by the way? 73% control now is pretty reasonable. Any extra power we have in admin actually can go to the creation of states right now. And we probably should. What geographic area is called the Lowlands? Don't want to show me, making it difficult there. All right. Holland we can create. We're missing a province here, but we can make it. The extra autonomy would make it easier to control. Now, the one problem is it's not been held on long enough. It won't go down to 0 autonomy. So we're not going to worry about that right now. Where are the lowlands? Oh, up here. This isn't what I thought it was. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do this to Scotland. There we go. All right. Asturias. That'll be down here, right? Could turn this region into a state as well. And I will. It's worth it, I think. Too few seats in Parliament. Fine by me. What's a really high development province? Maine is a good province. You get the seat. All right, once we kick off the Catholic Zealots, which, by the way, apparently are going to Devon. Where are you going? You're going up to England? They'll be there. They'll be out of there by October. Well, we're not going to allow that. Put you in charge for the extra maneuver so we can get there faster. I don't want you going to England. It's going to be really difficult to deal with you. The clergy want land. You may have Galicia. Now shut up and go away. Let's pull off of Burgundy because we don't care about them anymore. Burgundy has gone bankrupt. That's good. Means that Flanders is going to be a problem. The colonial Caribbean is now the sole domain of Castile. Ha ha ha! I don't think Portugal's going to take kindly to that, and I know I don't care about the authority of the Pope. I split off churches for that very reason. Don't you know? All right, as soon as Asturias is done, we can core it. Done. So that should result in a fair bit of extra money for me. So let's make sure we are topping off all relations here with France. We can't gain much, but let's just make sure. So let's see. I need to give you a bit of money. Influence the nation. It'll cost me a lot, but we can start the integration process. So if we do this, we'll gain 25 opinion for 10 years. Done. That's enough. Now, we can officially begin the integration process. And as long as we remember to pass the policy to reduce 20% diplomatic annexation costs before we finish with them, we should be able to save a lot. Embrace Icelandic identity. Wouldn't it be hilarious if we became Iceland? No. That wouldn't be that funny. Not really. Most people would be probably like, why? Why? All right, the integration process of France has begun, which means I now no longer need to bother making them happy. I can do whatever I want, as long as their liberty desire stays low. All right, English particularists are going to be a problem in Baracoa, which is way down here. Dang you, Castile, with your Guantanamo, who do you think you are? It's fine. We should be able to finish off most of this. Jamaica is being grabbed by the Portuguese as well. The Turks Islands, the Bahamas. I think we'll be all right. An heir to the throne, Prince George, a 441. Not good if we want to get a military idea group in the future. We need cannons, by the way. I'm always going to go for the offensive fire value cannons. I just tend to think that those are the best. That's the reason you get them. Moron has become sustainable. Yeah, moron. The British West Indies are now a colonial nation. We are going to help finish this off by grabbing this. All right, so we have another mission done. Colonize the Caribbean. Tariffs and native assimilation chance goes up for 15 years. Done. Look at us go through the missions. Oh, this is good. This is fun. We're doing good. I like it. Colonial expansion. Gain 200 population in the James River for 30 ducats. Yes, that is always a good trade. Lordy, that's a good trade. Okay, so Holland would be a very good province for us eventually, right? We just go ahead and make it into a... Yeah, we just go ahead and make it now. Coron up. Takes 180 power. Everything I've got. But now Holland is mine. The autonomy's down to 31%. Which means we should start getting a lot more trade control here on the English Channel, which is getting gradually richer. 30 ducats right now is still not amazing, but it's something. We're making 37.5 ducats a month. And right now, the rebels are more or less under control, so I'm going to reduce my army maintenance and make 47 ducats a month. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.